Theories of leadership. You may find various theories of leadership. In some book, you may see three or some four or some five. Like generally, we are saying that there are the four main theories. First one is the oldest one, great man theory as well as trait theory. After that, behavioral theory. After that, contingency theory. And after that, new theory of modern theory. So here we are going to discuss about the great man theory, trait theory, behavioral theory, contingency theory, and modern theory of leadership. What all these theories are saying, we are only going to discuss about their gist, their summary, their meaning, and how they are different from the other theories. Detail we will see in the different chapters. First theory is great man theory. The key word about the great man theory is leaders are born, not made. This theory assumes that all leaders who are having the ability to lead the team, especially into a political science, into a political world, they come up with some inheritance characteristics. They come up with some special characteristics, some charismatic characteristics by their birth itself, by their inheritance itself. So it is not necessary to teach them. It is not necessary to, they are born to lead. Like this type of approach is known as great man theories. And it was the oldest theory in the field of leadership. That moment of time where people look for someone who is there to lead them, especially in the 17th century or 15th century, 16th, 17th, where the many countries are under the colonials. So people are looking for someone who will there to lead them for their freedom. So this approach emphasizes that the people or person is born with or without the necessity traits to be a leader. So here the focus is that the belief that people will born with these traits and only the great people will possess them. Some God gifted people are there. So great man approach actually emphasizes on the charismatic leadership. They are saying that the charismatic means it is the gift of God. So they born with the leadership traits. So this is the first approach, great man theories. Like people are saying that some people like Lincoln, like Gandhi's, they are the great, they comes under the great man theories. They don't have any background, they come up with the characteristics of that one. But still some have the different approach for that one. So great man theory. After that, or along with that, this is also comes under the oldest theory, traits theory. Traits theory believe in that it focus on traits or characteristics which differentiate a leader from the non-leader. Saying that these people have if certain characteristics, they are the leader, which make them separate from the non-leader. They did not say how they will develop these characteristics by the born, by the experience, by the, so they did not talk about these things, whether these characteristics comes from the by birth or by learning or through experience, how it comes. They are only talking about the characteristics. If these certain characteristics, maybe 7, 10, or 8, vary from place to place, researcher to researcher. So if these characteristics are there, they are the leaders. Like ambition and energy, desire to lead, honesty and integrity, self confidence, intelligence, job relevant, knowledge. If these skills are there, these characteristics are there, these traits are there, they become a leader. They are the leader, irrespective how these things comes to them. So they are only talking about the traits. So these two theories, great man theories and trait theories, are the initial theories. After that, third theory is talking about the behavioral theory. many scientists during 1940s, they are thinking that there are something missing. Leadership is not the quality which comes from inheritance, and trade things are not the things which comes directly from somewhere. So they believe that behavioral theory believe that great leaders are made, not born. They are directly opposing the great man theories who are saying that leaders are born, not made. So in the behavioral theory, they are saying that leadership capability, characteristics, traits, everything can be learned, can be trained, can be made, and leader can achieve to a certain level, from one level to the next level to the highest level, only through the training, only through the development, only through the teaching. So it assumes that leadership capacity can be learned rather than being inherent. And there are the many research has been done during 1914 to 60 to prove these things. Like OU state leadership, they are talking about the behavioral theory. Even some other theories are also there, like Clickard and Morton managerial greed. They are talking about the behavioral theory, like that one. So behavioral theory is just opposite of the great man theory. Also, leadership is shown by a personal act more than by his traits. How a person is act because of his training, because of his learning. This leadership theory focus on the action of leader, not on mental quality or internal states. According to this theory, people can learn to become leader through teaching, observation, learning, education, and by many other means. So behavioral theory is all about that things. Also in the behavioral theory, it's saying that a leader can go to the different level only through the learning. So this is the third theory in the field of leadership theory. Now the fourth theory is talking about the contingency theory, which is also known as situational theory. Contingency theory is saying that the thing which is missing in all other theory is the situation, the environment under which a leader act, under which a leader flourish. He is saying that there is no best theory. It is all about the environment which make a leader better. If he is act into such a direction to become the successful, then his style or his act can be treated as the best one. So person has to be act according to the situation, according to the environment, and action depend upon the internal and external situation. No best way to organize a corporation. That this theory claim that there is no best way to organize a corporation, to lead a company, or to make decision. Instead of instead the optimum course of action is depend upon internal and external situation. So contingency theory is focused more on the environmental factors, more on the situation, more on in a certain situation how a person or leader great act or break act. That is the contingency theory. Also in the contingency theory, leader success depend upon the number of variables, including his style, quality, followers, situation, and many other factors. This theory suggests, as I told you, that there is no leadership style best in all the situation. In other words, leader modify the best course of action based upon his or her personal characteristics with the context of the environment. So contingency theory is talking about like this. And this is all about the contingency theory. After that, many other theories which we call as the new leadership approach or new leadership theories. Various theories are there. And time to time, researchers come up with the new theories, beginning around since 1980s, after the era of what you call as a technology advancement or more advancement of the service industry. Like researchers have most often tended to include the like transactional theories, transformational leadership theories, charismatic theories, visionary theories, path goal theories. So these all are the new theory approach or modern theory approach of leadership. So we have seen mainly five theories are there. First one is great man theories. Leaders are born, not made. Second one is trade theory. Irrespective of their born or learning, those leaders who have these characteristics or certain traits which make them differ from non-leaders. Third one is behavioral theory. Leaders are made, not born. They can teach themselves, learn, experiment, and to become a certain degree of leadership. Fourth one is situational leadership, contingency leadership theory, which saying that it's depend upon the environment, depend upon the various factors, and it's saying that no one theory is true. All theories can be modify or act as per the environment. And fifth one is new leadership approach, like transactional, path goal setting theory, transformational theories, and many more. So this is all about leadership style and leadership theories in a nutshell.